The Rice University Common App Essays. Let's talk about them. With Rice, we have 3 prompts to write on. 2 short ones of 150 words or less, and a longer form essay of up to 500 words. Plus, there's another fun question that doesn't actually require an essay. We'll get to that later. So overall, we're looking at a lot of content you need to write for these essays. How do you write comprehensive responses to these questions without being redundant? Well, let's dive into the questions one by one. The first prompt is a classic why major essay. Why do you want to study the field that you've chosen? This includes motivations based off of experiences both inside and outside the classroom. Just as with any why major essay, I think it's great to showcase how you got interested in the field in the first place, talk about how you pursued that interest during your time in high school, and then bring that toward your future aspirations. What do you hope to accomplish by studying the field? The trick here is to keep it concise. Let's work through an example. Say you're interested in studying computer science. You could start with a brief sentence saying how you got introduced to the field, such as by playing around with some coding. Then you can elaborate on the concepts you developed in the classroom, such as through AP Computer Science, as well as the skills you've gained outside the classroom, such as by attending hackathons or by working on your own project, like an app or website. Focus on progression here. Include the experiences from oldest to most recent, so you can illustrate how you've grown in the subject. That brings us to where you should spend the remainder of the essay. What you hope to do with it in the future. Maybe you wish to explore AI as a means to address challenges in environmental science. Or maybe you wish to become a software engineer to work in education technology. Whatever the case may be, this goal should be something only attainable by you majoring in the subject. This will illustrate to the admissions committee why you hope to study the area. As we move on to prompt 2, we face a why school essay, again of only 150 words or fewer. In the spirit of ensuring that our content across essays is complementary and not redundant, I'd encourage you to prioritize academic and professional content in this essay. We'll have lots of space for community content elsewhere. If you've toured the university, you'll know that Rice's campus may not be the largest, but the university brings so many opportunities for its students that larger programs simply can't match. In addition to any courses and professors that catch your interest, there's a lot you can mention in this essay. Rice's amazing student-faculty ratio. This complements the numerous research opportunities Rice has available for its students across all majors, giving plenty of exposure beyond the classroom. And professionally, Rice leverages its relationship with Greater Houston to offer an assortment of internship opportunities for its students, including at the world-famous Texas Medical Center. There's a lot to talk about in 150 words, so if you find yourself short on space, I'd rank the factors most important to you and focus on getting those down. Next, we face our longer form essay, also focused on Rice as well as your identity. But the specific content comes down to a choice. Do we focus on what you could bring to campus life and the residential college system? Or do we showcase how you will foster the ethos of change-making that Rice students are known for? Either option can make for a great essay, and we'll consider examples of both. But if you're wondering which one to focus on, I'd say the question comes down to what you as an individual think you have more to talk about. Have you conducted a lot of research into Rice as a school? Maybe you took a tour at the university. If so, you may wish to name drop some places you found interesting while talking about the traditions and colleges that caught your eye. This would make option A a solid choice. On the other hand, have you conducted a lot of community service and are looking forward to doing the same at Rice? Have you found any student organizations that would allow you to continue that mission? If so, option B would be a great choice here. Maybe you find yourself strong in both dimensions. Here, I would say write an essay answering both prompts and see for yourself which feels more right to you. In any case, let's briefly talk about ways of approaching either option. So, prompt A. Rice is known for its fun traditions and residential colleges. In this context, what can you bring? Every week, the colleges will host their own college night dinners for college-wide bonding. That's a great chance to bounce ideas off of your classmates, perhaps on an engineering project you've been working on. Or if you're a prospective English or Lit major, you'd be thrilled to find that Baker College hosts the longest-running Shakespeare festival in the city. This would be a wonderful chance to share with others discussions you may have had in the classroom or theater regarding themes of the Bard's work. Or maybe you like to host a production with a twist of your own. The thing is, traditions are open to students of all colleges. Do some research into Rice's traditions in colleges and see how you, based on your experiences, share common ground you can use to enrich the university. Well, what about prompt B? The premise is similar. Find common ground between your experience and what the university offers. In this case, however, we're looking through the angle of change and from a perspective that doesn't have to focus on the residential college system itself. For instance, if you're a pre-med student who wants to promote community health, you'd want to talk about the countless volunteer opportunities Rice provides. From working with national organizations such as the Red Cross to serving campus-specific organizations like the Rice Student Volunteer Program. Just remember, it's integral that you bring the essay back to you specifically. How have your experiences and identity equipped you to thrive in these roles? In the pre-med example, that can involve work that you've done at a free clinic, or your experience in a community where many people live without healthcare. Use such aspects to talk about the contributions you'll make to the Rice organizations mentioned earlier. Lastly, we move on to a Rice tradition, the box. Here is a chance to share an image of something that appeals to you. That could be an item or series of items important to you, like a family memento or trophy. Or it could be you in the middle of an action, volunteering at school, working in a lab, having fun at work, building a project, whatever it may be. If you want to take a picture of yourself, have fun with it. If you have any Rice swag, then throw it on for the camera. If you really want to have fun, you can even create something like a mosaic, a series of images that together form something cool, like the Rice R. The options are endless. But think about what matters to you. Look at your activity list if you're stuck, and think about which of those activities is most important to you. Which would help you stand out the most? A picture relating to that may be what we're after. Remember, the ultimate goal of the application is to make yourself more memorable. So think about this question from that perspective. If you're more memorable to admissions, then you're one step closer to making it in. You got this.